to be fulfilled by Baba. So now we remember Baba, Baba, one who is ever pure. Baba has come to make me also completely pure. It's the power of purity which keeps me close to Baba. But in purity, every thought, word, and action we create has unlimited result, unlimited reward. There is peace in purity. There is love in purity. There is happiness in purity. There is self respect in purity. So I am Baba's eternally pure child. Purity is my strength. With these thoughts of purity, I go in silence and sit next to Baba. Baba's drishti gives me the vision of my own image. There is a saying that each one of us, God created each one in His image. Now, as I have recognized Baba, and we are fortunate to take this drishti of awake Baba and create this image of Baba in my own self. Taking Baba's drishti, and experiencing that image like Baba is emerging in me. image of love, sweetness, image which is still very pure. Keep receiving from Baba. He is bestower. Baba smiles at all the children. My lovely Baba, sweet Baba, dearest Baba. I am filled with Baba's love, Baba's power. Baba's Drishti takes us beyond and takes me to my eternal and original stage. Baba is the creator, so making me aware as an angel. deep silence, close to Baba, and combined with Baba. The experience of the states of bodiless and emerging in angelic form, object form, like Baba.